B.Simone dubbed herself the Manifest Queen, which is the most precise moniker I've ever heard, for more reasons than one. See, Don Miguel Ruiz said, "Your life is a manifestation of your dreams. It is an art, and you can change your life anytime you're not enjoying the dream." And B.Simone's life is one of just that. A young girl who had enormous dreams. And when life didn't go the way that she dreamed, she simply got a blank canvas and manifested a new life. A life that's not only successful, but one that's awe-inspiring. And the thousands of hours I've spent studying successful people, I've never come across anyone quite as powerful, inspirational, or brilliant as B.Simone. And we will take a look at exactly what makes her so impressive today on Culture Breakdown.
Salute to my guy Jamal Nolan at Jam44L.
Pay attention to Jamal Nolan. Up and coming star.
It's a Culture Breakdown.
What's up, guys? I'm Jamal Nolan, back with another episode of Culture Breakdown. If you're new to this channel, please be sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and bell notification, because I bring you the why behind the success of the most influential black people in our culture every single Tuesday. In today's video, I wanted to take a deep dive into B.Simone's life and her career to find out exactly what was responsible for all of her success and her massive following. And what I found very interesting is she gives you the blueprint. It's not a secret. If you follow her or you even look into her life, the answer becomes very evident immediately. But it was still something about her that just drew me in, and I found it absolutely fascinating. And as I mentioned at the top of the video, I've never studied anybody like B.Simone. In the past couple weeks, she's had me doing a lot of self-reflecting. I learned a lot. I grew. Just watching and listening to her for hours was so eye-opening, and something just clicked in my brain. Like, I almost cried listening to her story, her purpose, her messaging. It was just so revealing and applicable to me. Like, I related to what was going on, and I also just understood. Like, I just had this pure understanding of what I needed to do in my life. And we're gonna talk about that. Listen, thanks to B.Simone, my life will forever be changed. And I hope that I can relay this same knowledge to you guys the way that I received it, so you can feel the same impact and that you can go out there and accomplish greatness all on your own with the gems you pick up from this video. This may be my most important and most valuable video to date. And I know for a fact that it will reach the individuals that it's supposed to reach and make a difference, because B.Simone is going to watch this video, she's going to love this video, and she's going to share it with her audience, and they're going to receive it and grow from it the exact same way I did making it. And that's me boldly manifesting my dreams. So if you're watching this video, chances are what I said worked, and thank you, B.Simone. I appreciate you. Like, you don't even understand how much I appreciate you. Now, on to what you're here for. B.Simone grew up in Dallas, Texas, and was raised by her grandmother, who supported B.Simone in everything that she wanted to do. She had a great support system in her grandmother, but she didn't have any entrepreneur or millionaire role models that she looked up to. She just knew for a fact that deep down inside, something wasn't right, and that life had to have more to offer. She was a natural entertainer, singing and dancing at a very young age. And she was also this well-liked, bubbly, charismatic girl who was absolutely funny. In and outside of the class, she was just a class clown type of girl. You could tell even back then that she was different, but that is not nearly enough to be successful in this world, especially not as a young black girl in the South. You have to pair that talent or your natural gifts with some type of hustle and ambition. And that's exactly what she did. Because at 14, she joined her first girl group because music was always her first love. By the age of 17, she was in a girl group called Fantasy, and they was making it into music videos. Like one of my favorite songs from back in the day, Ice Cream Paint Shop, they was in that music video.
Like that, like that, like that. And I'm right.
That was really my jam. But that just goes to show the differences. While I was out enjoying the music, she was in the video making things happen and trying to make a name for herself. After high school, B.Simone was all set and ready to go off to college. And the day that she was supposed to leave for college, she just decided, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go to college. So she told her grandmother being the loving, supporting person that she was, asked, what do you want to do? She was like, I want to go to cosmetology school. And her grandma said, okay, and paid for it. So that cosmetology license paid off for B.Simone in so many ways for the next several years. But now she's grinding, doing hair all day long, and she's also still singing and making music. And in 2012, she auditioned for 106 in Park, the new host spot, when they held a nationwide audition. And she made it to TV. That's crazy. Like, do you understand how improbable that is? Out of thousands of people, she was one of 4 people to actually get a hosting spot on TV.
Hey guys, welcome back to BET's 106 in Park's Top 10 Live. I am your host, B.Simone, turning you on to all your favorite videos right here on 106.
Talented? Yes. But more importantly, she was trying to do something with her life, and she was trying to be someone. It may not have been exactly what she wanted to do in life, but she was actively taking forward steps. 2 years later, she's still doing music and growing a following online, and her best friend said, we need to move to Atlanta. That's where you need to be. So she takes this big, huge leap of faith, and she saves up some money, and she moves to Atlanta. What I love about this part of her story is she didn't make an excuse. She just made a way. Like, that's my motto. Don't make excuses, make a way, and that's exactly what she did. She saved the minimum amount of money, moved to Atlanta, and then she went out there and hustled. She was waitressing, doing bartending, doing hair, singing, network, YouTube, social media. Like, she was doing everything she could possibly get her hands into. She would go on to make some industry ties, but this is also where she learned. She learned a lot of hard life lessons because she was struggling financially. She was sleeping on the floor. They had roaches in the house. She was broke. But guess what? She had her eye on the prize at all times. And she didn't like any of these situations that she found herself in. So she started manifesting new goals. This is the moment in her life that she cherished the most because this is where she started to grow and develop a hustle. She realized that it was a ton of opportunities out there for her, but nobody was gonna give her anything. She had to go out there and take it. And her friends pushed her and held her accountable, but ultimately, she was the one that had to do it. And do it, she did. Instagram's changed their format and started allowing videos on the platform. She started posting these hilarious and relatable videos.
You ever just be so happy in life? Life just be so good. You be getting this money, losing weight, eating healthy, damn near vegan and shit. Edges is back like they never left, hair growing back from all the breakage, skin glowing, smiling, good job. You know, ain't got into it with none of your girlfriends, and all of a sudden, a fuckboy wanna come into your life and fuck shit up!
Those videos started going viral, and she made a conscious decision to start giving her audience more and more of what they wanted. This is where the B.Simone tone took a life of its own.
Damn, trying to surprise my man. Why are you dressed like that? Because I was supposed to hop out the birthday cake. Happy birthday, Drake. Happy birthday. Baby's here. No, I'm in New York. He in LA. LA. Oh my God. I can't do this. What, Spidey? At this point, be my man. At this point, be my man. Cause
hey, this is sperm in the year.
You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Drake, please. Come to New York. Send the jet.
Like, personally, I heard females talking like that months before I ever knew who B.Simone was. That's when you know you're onto something and when you're popping. Like, When what you're doing is so far removed from you, like you know you did it. That social media following and comedy earned her a spot for Wildin' Out tryouts. And let me tell you something about those tryouts. A lot of these social media influencers get that phone call, but that does not mean you make it to the show. And even less people return for multiple seasons. B.Simone's talent got her there, and it allowed her to stay there. As she grew and became even more talented and skilled, she would go on to do more TV shows, movies, and she's on a comedy tour with Martin Lawrence. Like, she is popping, bro. But now I want to talk about the principles that she used to get her to this spot. Principle number 1, God first.
I fasted, I prayed 3 times a day, and I literally spewed out and I cried and I asked God for everything that I wanted. He already knows what you want. He already knows your goals and your plans for your life. He just wants you to come to him and trust him and have faith and talk to him about it, like you talk to all your friends and all your homeboys. And that's what I did. I fasted, I stayed off of Instagram. It was supposed to be 3 days, it lasted a week. And it cleared my mind, it cleared my spirit. And even though I am broke, and I am struggling, and I'm not fully aware of what is gonna happen, and you know, the future is still a little bit confusing. I have joy in my heart. I'm happy.
She always puts God first. And let me tell you something. You cannot accomplish anything great in this life if you don't put God first. And that doesn't matter about your belief. You just have to believe that there is something greater than you that you have to answer to, and you have to account for your actions or lack thereof. Principle number 2 is gonna be manifestation.
I'm gonna watch this fucking journey for the next 50 days, and on April 5th, I will have $1 million in my savings account. By April 5th, 2020, I will be a millionaire. I want to have $1 million saved, tangible, liquid, in my hand, visually see those zeros in my account by my 30th birthday. Well, that was my second car I got when I was, what, 21? So we're gonna sell it to Toyota today. B.Simone's Closet, sold out, sold out. I have not done hair in 2.5 years. I'm doing hair today. I have 4 clients, beauty and advice with B.Simone. Let's make this money. Listen, I set a goal. I broke it down. I gotta make this many sales every day. I gotta make X amount of money every day. I keep making so much fucking money. And then Satan is like, psych, bitch! Oh, cancel that show, cancel that show. Mark said, fuck you. Tour's off. Tour's gone. Oh, we need that deposit back.
The B.Simone beauty sales will be extra. We're not gonna worry about those.
It's gonna be over $1 million.
Yes. However, we need to get our marketing into place for the biggest sale ever.
Okay.
So we need to drop the commercial on the 5th or some type of marketing.
So tell me what we needed today.
135.
And where's she at?
She's at 136.
And the gloss hasn't even dropped yet.
Listen.
I'm shaking.
You.
Oh my God! You still have a whole 7 days.
God. I told you. I said before the 5th, baby girl.
God, it's crazy.
Bro.
She's seen.
Yo.
I cannot believe this.
Yes, you can. That's the reason why you in this position, cause you believe this, man.
I have $1 million. Oh my God.
Chillin'. Look at me.
Oh my God.
Hey, B.
I was so scared.
Nah, you had way more faith than that. Look at your face, man.
We lost so much money.
That's the exact number.
We did, Jordan. I cannot believe this. What do we do with money?
This is how I was introduced to B.Simone. She was on a mission to get to $1 million before the age of 30. And I watched that series and I was absolutely blown away. I literally watched this woman manifest $1 million into her life. And back then, It didn't click for me the way that it did today. At that time, I watched it more as a content piece and learned from it as a creator. It didn't really resonate to me on a manifestation level at that time. But in my research, I watched her manifest goal after goal after goal. And that's when it became very clear to me that that was the distinct difference between her and I and millions of other people. She speaks all of her dreams into existence. And this is where I think a lot of people fall short, or at least I do. We are so small-minded and timid when it comes to our dreams. We don't speak, heck, we don't scream them loud enough for the world to hear it loud and clear. Possibly out of fear of failure or looking like a fool or something of that nature. Whatever the reason is, I don't feel like we stand, and again, just me personally, stand firm and loud on our dreams and our goals. Man, look, screw all that. Screw the way you used to think, screw the way you used to do things. If you don't take anything from this video, take this advice here. Be bold, be firm, and be assertive about your dreams. I literally could spend 50 minutes going on about this. Just watching b.simone is literally like lightning bolts, and what my brain just sparked and caught on fire listening to what she had to say. And I'm telling you that is one thing that you have to make a major change in your life today. If there's something that you really desire out of life, you have to make this immediate change. But that leads us right to principle number 3, which is start hustling. You have to put some action behind those words. Just look at b.simone's story. She's been hustling, and every single time she wants something, she speaks those things into existence, and the world, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, they make it happen. She attracts all of this positive energy and all of this positive success into her life. This was another thing watching her that I felt convicted about, because I work so hard. I don't feel like I'm making big enough strides. I feel like I am trying to baby step my way into success, and that's appropriate in a lot of ways, but I feel like my steps are a little bit too small for my stride. I really need to start picking up my actions so that they can match the dreams that I have in my head. And maybe you guys feel the same way. Like you have a goal of, I want to start this business, or I want to do this, but let me take it a little bit at a time. Sure, that's the correct mindset to have, is just understanding that things is a process, but also don't take steps that's too small. You have to take appropriate size steps to get to your goals. Then principle number 4 is going to be surround yourself with greatness. I went back and watched her videos, and I was astonished by some of the notable characters that's been in her life for 5 or 6 years. Like, seen a vlog with her and Mandy B from Horrible Decisions and See the Thing Is podcast. Like, that's such a random thing, but to me, when I saw that, it sparked in my head, yo, she been around great people like Pretty V and Desi. Like, these people have always been around, and they've all helped each other level up and grow as individuals. And I think that's just super dope, man. And she also has a great team in place. So that's it. Those are some of the powerful lessons that I watched and learned from b.simone, just spending hours and hours of digesting her content. And I want to say, b.simone, again, I know you're watching this video. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for like the words of wisdom, the kindness, the love, and positivity that you put out there in the world. I'm truly grateful for that, because you don't understand exactly how what you're doing can impact other individuals. Like, I know you think you understand it, but like my story and where I'm gonna be a year from now or 2 years from now will be a full-blown testament of what b.simone speaks and says and how impactful that it can be for people. Thank you guys for watching this week's episode of Culture Breakdown. And until next week, man, I'm out.
This a culture breakdown.